Hello, it's Mercy here from Dal Riata. This is our weekly summary for Sunday, the 21st of February. Let me just collect my gold while I'm here. We've just finished a gnome weekend, and I've been playing a bit. I've missed a lot of the pets, actually. I think some of our Sentinels have really been cranking it. Lyric and El Diablo and Gantar and let's see the roster to make sure I'm not missing anybody, but have really been nailing it. It's been great. I've been going a bit more slowly. I've been doing level 12 explores, so I will show you what team I've been using a little bit later, but let's do the event first. So good news this week. We finished the event last night. Finished the event yesterday. So we've all got battles remaining, but it's irrelevant because, oh my word, I've been knocked off the top. Pure Sync has knocked me off the top. There you go. Good on you. Because we got stage 12 yesterday, so it doesn't really matter to fight anymore. And yeah, we had a pretty good turnout. Star-Lord as one of our new guildies did pretty well. So is Fonzie Man. Fonzie Man's only a week old. Bit of a weak effort down here. So of course a new player who's not impressing us, and as you all well know, I like it when new players say hello, which is kind of only just polite, but I particularly like it when they start playing. So otherwise I get the impression that they are freeloaders and I boot them out after 3 days. Give them a chance, but I don't quite understand why somebody would join a guild and then not play at all. I never really understood that. So anyway, we made it to the end of that, so well done everybody. We will go and have a look at the roster and do promotions and demotions. Might as well do that. Let's have a look where we are at with the guild. I just booted somebody today, so I usually do that when we get to 30 within about 24 hours. After doing that, I'll boot the lowest recruit. So that's where we're at the moment. We often get new recruits at the beginning of the week, so that was a good thing to do. Actually, let's have a look at it. Overall, we're still streaming down here. We're 369 now. So actually, it's a big jump this weekend. So it's probably due to all the trophies that some of the guys have been getting. Let's have a look at tasks. Tasks, the usual suspects are all done on the first day. Then we've hit 1, 2, and 3, and that's pretty much where we sit most of the time, which is great now. So you get, of course, the reason why we do this is you get these bonuses for the next week, but also importantly, you get all the cool stuff that comes with it. You get the magic deeds that comes with the purple tasks. You get the writs that come with the green tasks, and there's a green deed at the end, and then you get lots of gem keys with the blue tasks. So those are the reasons why we do those three and why we do them in that order, because it's kind of best to worst, and these are have the worst prizes, so we don't really worry so much about them. Seals, we always get 40,000. Roster Sentinels I don't really worry about, because Sentinels, to get to a Sentinel you have to be pretty much giving over 1 million, you have to be playing a lot, and all these guys do, and you have to be talking in chat or contributing teams to our Discord library. And that's what all these players do, to mostly, well, they all do really, and that's the difference between a commander and a sentinel. So sentinels are contributing actively to the guild pretty much at all times, while the commanders are a bit more silent and sit in the background, but are still equally important. As you see, Joe Cover, oh look at this, look how much Joe Cover's donated over the life of the guild. You know, he should be a sentinel, but never says anything on chat. So, but no criticism. Joe, that's just the way Joe likes to roll. Same with Coco, same with AK. Cruff is probably going to, I can imagine Cruff being a Sentinel not too long from here. And if you look at this, with that kind of donation, I think we're looking at being a Sentinel pretty soon, Cruff. The let me just tell you, the other criteria is kind of longevity, and getting that number there up to 10 million is another one of the criteria that you probably didn't know about, but you might do now. So you will be a Sentinel in no time, I imagine. Fonzie Man, hitting the targets, well done, thank you very much. Good work. To get up to Commander though, you have to be contributing a bit more, but that's all right. Legionnaires fine, it's nice and safe. I don't boot Legionnaires. If you have a bad week, you just go down, which means you get another week to build back up, so that's how it works, so that's fine. Oxus doing well, Zwazu doing well, Star-Lord doing very well. So Star-Lord just joined us last week, has contributed lots, and like we saw, played in the event, so let's just do what we should do. But let's promote Star-Lord. Well done, congratulations. Let's just go back to where we were. Where were we? Bielsink did brilliantly, as you saw in the event, which is a promotion. So well done, up you go. Bielsink bounces around a bit, but that's just the way it works, and that's fine. Jumping Jester met all the requirements, but didn't play in the event, so technically should be booted from the guild today. But oh no, actually I've already demoted Jumping Jester. I did that before when the event closed. Lemnia hitting everything, playing in the event, but not enough to go up, so stay. No, that's right. Stay. If you're a recruit and you meet the things, you go up. So that's okay. Lemnia, another promotion. Arbajor played in the event. Got a couple of 1,000 points, but got a 0 for the second week in a row. So should be booted out of the guild tonight. But because we're on 29, I'll wait till we get to 30. So Arbajor will be going. Ashley will be going, simply because you've joined and not done anything, and that just means you're a freeloader, and I'm not going to let you survive unless you suddenly start doing stuff. I'm not going to let you survive past reset, because that's just not cool to pump a whole lot of rewards into your account for just doing shit all. So you're going to be booted before reset unless I see some dramatic improvement. And Intense Imp. What did you get in the so should go up, but I don't think he played in the let me see, I just better go check that. Let me just check. I don't want to make a mistake. 1600. Okay, you played. Not brilliant, but not bad enough. You did everything else, so you are a Legionnaire. So you're safe next week, for the next week. So thank you very much. So thank you very much, everybody who played. That was a really, really good week. I mean, there's not a lot on the board there, read on the board, except for the bottom two, and just a couple of trophy ones, which aren't really that important. So awesome guild. We're doing very, very well. Congratulations. Okay, now moving on to, so that's the past week. Oh, okay, let's actually let's go on to the next week, and then you can sign off if you don't want to see the team I'm talking about. So next week's a bit it's a bit, I'm not very excited about next week. Usually I am quite excited about this game. It's kind of my thing. But we're on to Suncrest, and I do like Suncrest. Don't ask me why. Let's just have a quick look at some. Oh, God, look, Phoenicia. Somebody got Phoenicia actually the other day, and they were saying, oh, I don't know if Phoenicia's a very good card. Phoenicia's a damn good card. Phoenicia's like a red Rowan. In fact, she is a red Rowan. So she's really, really good at doing a lot of damage. So low level explores she's brilliant at, and daily tasks. In fact, I think people who have her should probably be using her instead of relying for daily tasks. But she's actually a good card, I think. I can't remember. Maybe it was Cruff. I can't think who got it, but somebody got it. So be happy about that. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. So we've got some good cards in Suncrest. So Harpy Mage is a good card. Who else we got? Queen Zochi's really good. Phoenicia's, I've just been spouting on about Phoenicia. Phoenicia's a good card. Sunbird's good. Taloka's really good in the yellow team. The Sun is a new card we got from the campaign last week. I haven't worked out a team yet for the Sun. I will actually. I need to sit down and do that over the next couple of days, and I will. But I'm kind of thinking. See this one here. So there's a 7% chance for an extra turn for each yellow gem on the board. Kind of thinking that that's a Shinabu Vespera kind of finesse buddy. So probably put in. I mean, the obvious one to try is kind of finesse Shinobu Vespera, Shibanu Vespera, the Sun. Dancing Daggers. That's probably what I will try it with first to see what happens, and then muck it around after that. But Taloka's another one that you could put the Sun with, and I was thinking possibly as a Potchley, but no. So anyway, I will be mucking around with the Sun over the next week, and we'll let you know if I find any teams to get the Sun to 20. Though it's going to be really hard to get the Suns to get that to Mythic. So unfortunately, you probably have to use an Orb of Ascension, which is a bit sucky. Really, I don't want to use those. So maybe I won't use her. But anyway, that's Suncrest. So there's not many cards in Suncrest actually. Now I think about it. If you don't have Phoenicia, I would probably use Event Keys. Still, Potchley is one of those mythics who are fairly irrelevant. Might be useful in some kind of guild event, but not very. I got one, yeah, not very exciting. Anyway, that's Queen Zochi is possibly going to be the star of any multiple Queen Zochis might be the star of any new thing. Harpy Mages are certainly going to be used, so we'll see what happens with the teams this week. So that's the world event. That's the world event coming up on Monday, and we get a new card, Metzli. So they've kind of got, it's a really weird mix actually. The theme here is kind of Aztec birds, and I don't know how the harpy fits in with that theme, but that's what Suncrest is. Suncrest is this weird kind of Aztec thing. Don't know how we've got Sunbird in there. I don't know. Sunbird doesn't really fit in that mythology. Is that right? It's a bit confused anyway. So we've got this Mexican kind of, well, not Mexican, but South American Aztec-y kind of mythology mixed with birds, and weird. Even that's kind of a Venetian mask there too, so it's a bit confusing. Anyway, so Metzli's as an undead Strix, I think, and Metzli's kind of interesting because Metzli summons a Darkstorm. So her first trait summons a Darkstorm at the start of battle. Her second trait is summoning a Darkstorm when an enemy dies, and her spell, which when she casts it, is to drain all mana from an enemy, death mark them if there's a storm, and then conjure a Darkstorm. So this card is, no card I've seen has this many ways of creating a Darkstorm. You're going to have a consistent Darkstorm all the time with this character on board. So that's going to suddenly become interesting because we're going to look at, I guess, if you're looking at an event that has undead Strix, you're going to be looking at sorcerers or necromancers class, and thrall, and well, if you can, I don't know. It depends what the troop type's going to be. But if you're going to have Metzler, you're going to be having purple and undead, which doesn't really go with the whole sun thing, which is really weird. It doesn't go with the theme at all. So I don't know what the limitations on the world event are going to be. It's going to be interesting. Not very thematic anyway, which is kind of sad. Tuesday we have Alithia is the let me go back. Alithia is the delve, or the faction assault. Sorry, Alithia is was new end of last year. Where is it? It's up the top somewhere. Alithia. Here we go. I think I haven't quite finished Alithia. Let me just have a look. Let me have a look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. I've only got a tier of it. Barely used the faction team at all. So I clearly need to do some delving to get that faction team up. And I've realised actually now that I'm not really strong enough to get to 500. I don't know how Edward does it, but let me just have a quick story here. So I'm working on, I've hit 500 in Durgaroth and Tinkertown and Emperor Nazar and Frostfire Keep in Alithia and the Mirrored Halls. So lots of them I can get to 500, but I have got my pure team to 500. And you start getting the pets at the end and as your rewards when you get up to the 500. But if you want to get enough pets to get the 20 pets for the faction or for the kingdom to get past level 12 power, gosh, that's a complicated sentence. Won't make sense to many people. But if you want to get past the barrier of 12 power, you need a 20th level pet from a kingdom. Now, this is how you get your 20th level pets, is I think you have to get your pure team up to about 300 or 350. So it's a bit hard once you've already got so in Durgarth, let me see that. So I'm already at 500. Oh no, that's what you kind of have to get. You need it around 300 or 350 to get that pet, get enough bits from that pet. So I've done it there, but I haven't done it in many of the other places. So Tinkertown, for instance, I don't think I've done it. No, 160. So I've ignored this part while I was getting this up, which is a bit of a mistake. So in hindsight, I've kind of hamstring myself from getting those pets up. So now I've decided to go back and do the ones I haven't got up to 500, and Animanthrax is one of them. This is the one I'm working on currently. So what I'm actually doing is, I know I'm not going to get it up to 500 because I'm just struggling. I've put my horde up to 155 and I'm still here. So I lost at 300. The attempt at 300, I used the pure team, and I didn't get it. So I'm struggling at 300, but that's where I want to get at 300, 350. I don't know how Edward does it. I'd really love to know. In fact, if you are listening to this, Edward, please actually explain to me how to do it, because I've got my bonus up in my associated faction, which is starts with Z. Zajan. It's Zajan. So I've got Zajan. Oh, have I? Yes, I have. I've increased the faction horde stats. The next faction horde stats level 17. I'm not getting up there anytime soon. So I've got my highest. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't. Oh, there we go. I've just answered it. I need to do that. Oh, what an idiot. So let me just confirm. Let me just confirm that is Zajan and Animanthrax and Zajan. They're the pair. I should have done that as well. It's interesting. Let me just do this. There we go. So this means my faction horde stats have just go up by 25%. Oh, I thought I'd done it. So okay, great. I'm now going to be able to do well in this. So all my stats here, these guys here, have just gone up by 25%. Well, they will. Yes, they have. So they've all gone up by 25%. So if I cruise in here, this should now be a little bit easier. So I'm just going to do one fight. I'm going to do one fight with the pure one because now I'm excited. So this is the pure team for Animanthrax, nice and easy. So I've traded up my gob truffles. I've got them up to silver. I keep on failing to get. Let's try it, shall I? I am trying to do this, so let's try and do it. So gob truffle, let's upgrade you. Let's try and get your metal up. It's like a 50% chance. It's only 33. It's only 30% chance. Oh god, I'm like throwing them away, aren't I? I don't want to do that. Let's not do that. Okay, let's go fight anyway. Enough rambling. Let's go do it. So hopefully you're not too bored by my rambling. Hopefully you're learning something, especially about delving. I mean, delving's a bit kind of esoteric. So okay, the aim is we've just got to get these guys up, and you can get one up, and if you fire it straight away, then you don't get to loot. So you need to kind of get 2 or 3 of them up before even starting. So Edward, this is my strategy. You can please tell me if I'm doing this wrong, if there is a different way to do it. But I get skulls if I can, but mainly so they don't skull me, they don't hurt me with skulls. And then I'm really just trying to match blues and greens, which I can't see any at the moment. I want to crush these guys up a bit. Are there any? That might drop some down. Blues and greens. That'll drop a blue down. That'll give me a blue match next turn. Blue. Let's take that one. Got to keep a lookout for. Okay, so he's up, but I'm not going to use him because, like I said, I want to loop. So I'm going to hang on a second. I'm going to be taking a hit from him, but that's okay. That we're tough. We can cope with a hit at the moment. Green. So there's 3 greens. Let's take that. Still got to get these guys up. That'll drop that to there. So that's fairly safe. It's not going to help me get any matches though. Another skull match. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's bad. I can't be hit again, otherwise I lose. That'll pretty much stuff the whole operation for me. Okay, so I'm in a bit of trouble now. We need to kill that guy because he's now up to 120, so I can't survive him. So I don't really have the don't really have the luxury. I can do it a little bit more actually. Let's do it one more. There's not many skulls on the board, so I'm gonna be a gambler. Okay. Ouch, but that's not given him that. Now I will start. Actually, let's do that. I'm going to take that skull to be safe. Now I'm going to start looping. So let's start looping. So when I mean looping, I mean now we're creating enough gems to 3 is enough gems to get this guy going again. And so we carried on. I don't know if it's enough. Don't know if it's enough to carry on though, is it? Didn't work. At least we got rid of one though. We've almost got rid of another one. So it didn't work brilliantly. So often you get looping and it stays infinite, and then you kill the whole team, and that's really good. But dropping that down by 1, that's going to be safe. That will be relatively safe. I'll take that match. That will be relatively safe. Oh no. Ouch, it's getting a bit nervous over there. If I do that, that drops him by 1. That's okay, as long as the skull doesn't come along. Okay, I want to get that guy up at least. If I drop that, that drops them all, so that's fine. It gets a bit nerve-wracking now that you get to this point. You don't want any skull matches. Don't want him to have any skull matches. If I take that, I'll drop that one and then give him a skull match there. So I don't want that. I don't have any blues. I don't have any safe moves. That's a safe move, isn't it? That'll drop those two. That's a safe move, but it doesn't give me anything. It allows me to take him though. Okay, I've got 2 up. That might just have to do. In fact, that will do, because that'll end the game. Okay, so the pure team is quite good, but you're quite vulnerable. And that was the easiest fight. So you can see it's a bit of a worry. You want to go into that last room with 4 of them. Hooray! Thank you, whoever got that. This is how I'm working through my guys. I'm trying to get as high as I can in the pure team. Once I've got that 300, which I will carry on getting, I'll just keep on putting the horde higher and higher until I get it. Once I get it to 350 or 400, that'll make me happy, and then I'll just proceed with like the Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Hiking, Iron Guts, Possessed King team right up to 500, and that will give me enough. That will give me enough of these Frog Princes to get up to 20 for that pet. So that's the goal. That's kind of high-end stuff, but most of us in the guild should be playing like this now, I think. Okay, Ed, please comment on what was going on. I'm going to, because we just got a pet rescue, I'm going to show off my pet team again, because I love my pet team. My pet team is so fun. Whoops. Let's just do one fight. So this is my pet team here. I love my pet team. I've showed you this before. Nobody believes me. Everybody thinks Vash is a load of crap, but Vash is awesome. So you cast Leprechaun, you get going, you get Vash up, you eat your Leprechaun, everybody dies, and you just do that over and over again. So it's a super fun, super quick team. I love it because its mechanic is completely different. A pet rescue is really boring. It's really tedious. It's something you have to do. It's not the best team in the world, but it certainly is fun. It's certainly a different mechanic, and it actually works really fast. And you just sometimes you get up to a point where you might need 2 Vash to fire Vash twice. You might have to use. It really doesn't matter. I mean, I don't even use the Doom crossbow. It helps. If you get a. You can see how fast I'm playing it, so I don't even bother. I don't even bother looking at the board. There could be a 4 match there, but I don't really care, because I'm all about just eating these guys, and then I just don't make any matches. I just cast spells, so I don't really use my doomed crossbow. So the only thing is I've got it in there. You need a weapon because you need your sorcerer. It doesn't matter what you have, and you don't want it to block anything. So you want it to be, because these guys can shift around, especially if you're eating Leprechaun, you get a new guy all the time. So you want it to be completely different. So that's why I've chosen a red. You certainly don't want something that's multicolored. Hopefully I've shown you how fast this team is. One of the cool things is actually, because he's devouring his own guys, he's getting tougher, so his attack gets tougher. So he starts doing skull damage. So he just did skull damage, and if you do find a skull match, you can actually start taking out opposition just with the skulls. So you do get really tough. So that's why it goes to level 8 really, really easily. And you see how fast I'm going. Like, I'm already up to battle 5, and barely broken a sweat. So you can do pet in under 5 minutes with this team. I'm just going to take that because I really shouldn't. Oops, wrong one. I can't even express how fast and good that team is. But anyway, nobody agrees with me apparently, so that's alright. It's enormously reliable, so you never lose games either. So you never, it's not random like a Lord of Slaughter or something like that. But okay, so that's my Animanthrax. That's my pet. I'll go back and finish that pet later. Before I show you any team, let's carry on talking about what's the rest, because I do have a team I want to show you. The one I was using for Explore 12. Okay, so we're in Alithia. Let's just go back to Alithia for a second. I don't know if I've got any active delves in it. Oh, I do. What team am I using? Okay, so that's the pure team. So that's great. So we get to show the pure team for once. And it's quite a good. That's actually not a bad team, I think. It's an easy delve because you can just go straight down the middle, or you can go off to the side if you want to get one of the treasure rooms, because these are treasure rooms down here. Or one of these is a treasure room, or you can find which one it is. None of them apparently. Okay. Nope. Should be a treasure room somewhere. Nope. Oh, that's weird. Okay, fine. Just go straight down the middle. But it's pretty cool. So it's, you know, if you ever played Dungeons and Dragons, it's from the Illithids. That's where they've taken that mythology from. And that's Tuesday. Minimo's the Suncrest pet on Wednesday. The Suncrest class is Stormcaller. So Stormcaller on Thursday. I can't remember what I imagine my Stormcaller is quite good, because Stormcaller is the one you use for the Shabani Vespera team. Let's just have a look. Stormcaller. Where are we? Stormcaller. Where are you? There you go, 86. Okay, so I'll probably do it to get it up a bit higher. Stormcaller's simply quite wonderful because of this guy here. It's the Lightstorm equivalent of Sunspear. So really good class to get up. And it has specific teams, yellow teams of course, and I have a actually I don't even know if I use it for my, I know I use it for my this is the team I favour for PvP at the moment. This one and this one, these are my PvP teams, and I use Priest for that one, but Stormcaller would be another good one for you for the use of that one because of the Lightstorm. Anyway, so that is Stormcaller Thursday, and then we have a raid boss on Friday, and we get a new who is the raid boss? Tarantella. So actually, is that one we've got? I think it is, isn't it? Tarantella. So this young lady here is our what do they call them? Not raid boss, raid champion or something, whatever they're called. Tower breaker, something breaker. Okay, so she already exists, so you don't really have to buy that many levels. But raid boss weekends are usually pretty good. The totals aren't bad, and we usually hit the end of those. So 2 events this week, but of course the guild one's the main one. We'll talk about minimums and maximums as we start it tomorrow. So that's next week. Just of note, the week after that, instead of we don't have a world event the following week, we have a Tower of Doom. So prepare for that. Tower of Doom. The Tower of Doom is stone, so it's a brown Tower of Doom. So any weapons you have, brown, like these guys. So these ones here, I've already got my Doom Sledge up to 10, but I will be able to get my Doomed Runestones up to 10 during this event. These happen kind of once a year. They happen 6 times a year, so we only get one colour. This is your only chance to collect brown scrolls or whatever they are for this year. So if you have any of these guys left over, or if you've bought any, or if any appear in the next week, then they're the ones you're going to be able to get up, and that'll be it. So it's a big deal next week, actually, that Tower of Doom. And we guild play the Tower of Doom in a particular way, and I'll talk about that in the next weekly summary and harp on about it in chat, but there's a way we all have to cooperate to do that properly. So new guild members, watch out for that. And that's all I've got to say. So now all I'm going to do is sign off if you came for the weekly summary. If you want to see the team I've been using for, I haven't shown this team before, so it's an old team but a goodie. I've been cruising around. Where are these little lanterns? So these guys here. I've been cruising around these and using this Explore 12 team to do that, and it's a reasonably fast one. I'm playing, where am I? I'm Wild Plains at the moment, so this is the Explorer I'm doing at the moment. So this team here, Mountain Crusher, Thrall, Scorpius, Urali. The idea is that Urali has a passive third trait that poisons everybody on a 3-4 match. So if you get a 3-4 match, all these guys get poisoned, and Scorpius insta-kills the bottom two if they are poisoned. So the last two, if only one of them's poisoned, one of them will die. So it doesn't work for teams that are immune to poison, so it doesn't work for all teams, but actually Urali also does a whole lot of true damage. So it actually, even if you had everybody immune to poison, the Scorpius doesn't work, it doesn't matter, you just use Urali, because you've got these two biggest kind of mana generators in the game cranking. Then you go so much faster than these guys that you end up killing anyway. So it's a really reliable, it's a super reliable Explore 12 team. It can go fast or slow depending on depending on whether these guys get poisoned or not. Say they're already poisoned because I did that 4 match straight away. So my aim now is just to get Scorpius up. I don't actually care about Urali because we're not going to be doing damage with Urali. We're going to be doing this. So Scorpius, bang, kills the bottom two. And now we're not going to use Urali again because we just want Scorpius up, and we cast and we kill the bottom two, the top two. Insta-kill, that's really, really cool. So it's a super fast, how many Explore Team 12 teams are faster than that? I don't know. So there we go, poisoned everybody again. Now we need to just get Scorpius up. And there we go, bang, kill him. I don't know which is better, Mountain Crusher or Thrall, I'm not sure. Bang. So how, I challenge you to find a faster Explore team that is actually as reliable, so not one of these crazy skull ones that just smash skulls down and you end up dying yourself. Those are unacceptable to me. Is there any 4 matches there? Yep. Hooray, so everybody gets poisoned again. Match black, match browns, cast brown, cast Thrall, cast Scorpius, get Scorpius going again. Oh, hey, somebody must have been immune to poison down here. Who's that? Is that Lord of Slaughter? Oh, Banejaw. Cast again, that'll kill one of them. So if you only got one guy there, it's not so bad because you just have to cast Scorpius an extra time. So it's just a little bit slower. And now you have to get Urali out. You have to pull out your Urali to get this last guy here, who's a bit of a pain in the ass actually. But it doesn't matter. Scorpius does 60 damage anyway. So it's fast even though somebody's immune to poison. And that's that team. So super good team. I'm not going to even show you anymore because so it's really good too. So if you go on level so if you go on level, here is it, level 12, you get 71 to 75 myth stones, and you get a 20% bonus if you chase around that wee orange lantern. So 20% of that's another 14, so you're looking at what, 14 plus 75 is 85, so 85 to 90 myth stones every round. So you essentially get the big bad level 12 big bad boss, and you get the boss chest pretty much every turn, sort of sliding backwards a little bit each time. So every 9 times around you have to do an extra one, but you're pretty much getting the the boss chest on every explore run, which is pretty cool. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that, and I've been farming lots of trait stones and a few trophies. So that's been my strategy. I was going to play one of the level 1 explore teams, and the one I normally use is this one. That's the one a lot of people use, and I like that one. It's fast, and you get to farm your class. There's been a lot of talk recently about where is it? This guy, these ones, but it's no good. You can't. I mean, it's fast. It's slightly. It's like 2 seconds faster than the Rowan team. You can't use a class. You can't change it because there's no weapon. So you can. There are things you can put. You can put 2 Dust Devils, a Phylactery, and then an Iron Hawk, and then you can have a class, or you can put Dust Devil, Phylactery, and then Iron Hawk, and you end up again having a class. But it's no faster than the Rowan team. In fact, it's possibly slower. And the Rowan team actually, you have to be on Explore 1 to use that one, but the Rowan team you can do on Explore 3. So I actually favour, if I was going to be doing lots of low level ones, I'd be doing this team. But like you saw, I ended up using a Scorpius Aurali Explore team, which was pretty fast. But I didn't really do that many of them, to be perfectly honest. And what did I end up with? Hey, Toy Soldier, I'll finish you in a second. I think what did I 8. So I already had 5. So actually, I actually got 3 keys. So there you go. So it wasn't a brilliant weekend for me. And that's about it, really. I've got nothing else to say. Thank you very much for listening to me drone on. Hopefully there was actually some useful stuff in there about factions. Hopefully there's some useful teams that you could think about. Hopefully there was some, if you're new, hopefully you got some advice as to how to stay in this guild, because we're a bloody good guild. And if you're new to the guild, get on Discord, because we've got a Discord library of teams, and you can copy and paste the teams in the library from Discord directly into the game. And that means it's like you've got infinite team slots. So it's really worth doing. You don't have to chat on Discord. Just use it as a library. We do most of our guild chat in here. So that's it. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for making this game awesome. See you later.